Hey everybody, welcome back to the Rebel Chums channel. I wanted to talk about something that has been coming back a lot, and that's simply why everybody lost Vaders Vault, or why the majority of people lost Vaders Vault, and what is the reason why Vaders Vault is always like positively put in light in the custom lightsaber community. And there's a few very strong reasons why Vaders Vault is such a highly praised custom lightsaber company out there. First, their transparency. They very open in how they work and what they do. Um, that is a important factor in my opinion. Secondly, they have a fantastic customer service. They are super responsive, very friendly. They always understanding if you're new in the hobby or you don't have much experience or knowledge on a certain subject. They help you to explain why certain customizations can or cannot be done. They are very easy accessible to the various outlets they have, so it's always easy to get a hold of them, and it really helps. Like a company that has a great customer service and is fast in responding is a really important factor, especially if you work with lightsabers where you have lead times of maybe 10 weeks, 20 weeks, maybe sometimes 30 weeks or longer to get a lightsaber commission completed because of long waiting lists, etc. Having that communication line going on is really important, and Vader's World is really accessible in there, in that point of view. And a major player in why Vader's World is perceived so well within Saber community is because of their products. Their products are fantastic, well engineered hilts, well crafted electronics inside the hilt. So people with knowledge and know how actually build these lightsabers. It's a small team that they have at the Vader's Vault compound, if you say so. But they're very knowledgeable and they deliver really high-end installations. So everything is nicely and clean installed. The wiring is it's just top notch. Everything is top notch from A to Z. You get a fantastic product that works fantastically out of the box. There's almost never any like physical issues. Everything is just flawless delivered to your home, and it's just awesome. They really are strong in providing like a complete package, a complete lightsaber experience. So they don't do stunt sabers, they don't do empty hilts, they only do fully installed lightsabers. And that's just fantastic because there's only one flavor in which you can get your lightsaber, the combat class I'm talking about, and that's it. You can choose the colors, you can customize the different shrouds, different that, exterior parts, but the electronics is very easy, and which I like. I just like that dry cuts option that you have. Like you want this or that option, fine, can have it, but not like 1 zillion options for the electronics, etc. No, they make it themselves easy. They make it easy for the customer, which I like, and they fix a fixed fee because you don't need guys and girls to learn all the different soundboards, etc. They just focus on a preset of parameters that they work from. That's the soundboard, the LED, or the NeoPixel setup. It's just very easy and straightforward, and I like that. The website is pretty good too, although I always feel it's a bit outdated personally, especially in the beginning when I heard about Vader's Vault in 2015. I went to the website and I was a bit in doubt, to be honest. I thought, what the hell is this Vader's Vault? The website looks like small company, small business. And back then I wasn't really accustomed with getting hand-tailored stuff made in small batches from smaller saber companies like Saber Mach, Saber Trio, Vaders Vault, Electrum Sabers Craft, the Pastor Wonderforce. I only was familiar with big industry level box pushing Saber Force Alto Saber. So from that point of view, I had no like reference points, and I was kind of worried. But then I spoke with Deanna, and it clicked immediately. I'm sorry, Alan. I'm not trying to steal your wife, but it clicked immediately. Very good connection in terms of what I wanted and have for eyes. They translated that perfectly to what I hoped for, and it is fantastic. Ever since, every Vaders Vault lightsaber that I have owned is been amazing. It's been a dream. You can check all the Vaders Vault lightsaber reviews I have done on my YouTube channel, and I fully stand behind Vaders Vault. They're so competent in what they do. They just know the business in and out. They know exactly how things should roll and be done, and they're also not scared from leading the way with new technology, rolling out new technology in production, NeoPixel, etc. They were one of the very first to come with production lightsabers on that market. Till this day, Saberforce and Ultra Saber still don't have anything remotely looking to NeoPixel, and they will adapt it at some point. But they're the biggest. They both have like the biggest chunk of market share, Ultra Saber, Saberforce, but they give the least amount of money on trying out like new technologies being put in sabers. Maybe incidental, a new soundboard every few years, but not really big stuff like what Vaders Vault does. So I really like what Team Vaders Vault brings us every time. I don't like every hilt design they have, for example. I'm not really fond about certain hilts. That's fine. They have their own flavor, their own spin to certain hilts, and it's just not always my cup of tea. Again, doesn't it's really not a big issue. But I think all those things that I described really give Vaders Vault like such a positive vibe for most people. Another few things that you also have to consider is they have a big Facebook group they call the Vault, which is a fantastic group, nicely moderated, fair policy there. And yeah, people do have a very good impression of Vaders Vault. And I think that is something that is translating into from actual real life money into something you might want to consider. On the first sight, sometimes it might look at first glance Vaders Vault is more expensive, but in fact it's not. Honestly, it's really not for what you get. It's in fact it's a very strong price. Like, I'm not endorsing Vaders Vault because I have no free stuff from them. I'm just saying how I calculate stuff and how I see how they produce their things, and etc etc etc, that they just have fantastic prices. But the starting prices are a bit higher than Ultra Sabers and Saberforce because that they kind of not cheating, but they start with stun sabers, empty hilts. So of course the pricing looks way less. But if you put it on paper and what you get in perspective, in a real output scenario, then like for like, you pay a lot less from Vaders Vault compared to something similar from Saberforce or Ultra Sabers, which often they don't get really to that level either. Another few things what a lot of people like is the combat class lightsaber dimensions. People like those dimensions because they're really nice for dueling and spinning, which is really important if you're into that. And besides, they look amazing for cosplay as well. And I think that's another a very important factor. They're one of the thinner lightsaber makers on the market, together with Sabermach and Electrum Saberscraft as well. Yeah, they're on the thinner side of the hilts, and I do really enjoy that. Really nice compact packages from those saber makers. So yeah, that is, I think, the really biggest reasons why Vaders Vault is so well perceived. It's just genuinely a good company. It's a mom and pop shop, definitely a mom and pop shop, with fantastic people. They're really fantastic people, genuinely nice people, and They are very passionate about their company and very passionate about the technology they stand behind. So don't get into an argument with Team Vaders Vault if you're not 100% right about a certain thing or fact, or that is not Vader's fault, because at times they can be very defensive because they just love the products they make, they love the company, and they're fully committed to it. And that is something you definitely have to recognize and praise. And that Vader Vault have all of that, and it's a really fantastic company. So whenever you're gonna look for your first lightsaber, and people say Vader's Vault, and you go to the website and you maybe in the beginning a bit hesitating by looking at the prices, I honestly can say it's a really good recommendation from a lot of those people. So definitely check them out. That is not a member of Team Vader's Vault. That is a member of my vault. This is interrupting this video. Well,
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Thank you very much. It's Halloween now today, and he's super excited. He's sugar coated from inside and outside. Can I complete the video? So while he's moving out of frame, I honestly can say Vader's Vault rightfully got all these praises. Thank you. These are not just people that are just having pink glasses on. These are just genuine good feedback from Team Vaders Vault. They're just a fantastic company, and you should definitely consider buying a lightsaber from them. Again, I'm not endorsed by them. I don't get any discounts or stuff for free from them. I'm just saying that because I'm genuinely happy with all the products that I have owned from them, and it's quite a bit of lightsaber. So check out my reviews if you want to see more of them. But yeah, really awesome stuff from Vaders Vault, and rightfully love for Vaders Vault is there because they deserve it. So if you have any more questions about Vaders Vault, or me doing some more reviews or going more in depth about certain aspects of Vaders Vault, let me know. I go into it. Leave the comments in the comment section below and we get to that. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I see you in the next video. Bye bye.